They want me to change, but I ain't changing. Nah, I remain the same.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And as always, on the mighty Nerve DJs Radio Network. Yo, shout out to Richie Evans, man, for the dope ass intro. It was a song he already had that I just thought was so fucking appropriate. So he let me use it. Anyway, y'all already know, man. I only have legends on the show, and today is abso-fucking-lutely no exception. We got rapper, producer, engineer, influencer, Mr. Viral himself, Crank Lucas, in the building. How you doing, King?
What's good, bro?
How's life? How's your family, man?
I'm cool, man. Life is great.
Yo, I know we only got about 30 minutes, so I'll try to ask quick questions. Let's fucking with you. I'll be as quick as possible, though. What do you prefer, going viral or writing a dope ass song?
What do I prefer? I mean, I don't. It's like they work together. I don't really have a preference of one over the other.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Writing dope songs is something I've been doing my whole life, so that's just kind of like secondhand nature to me.
I'm not mad at that. Yo, the Busta Rhyme auctioneer joint, crazy. How long did that take you to do?
Probably that was a full day's work. That day because I had to write it, had to edit it. Of course, doing the different shots and everything with the green screen and all that. So, I probably got that done around like 8 hours, something like that.
Okay, so it's just you doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, yo, how long you been producing? Like your production skills are so underrated, bruh.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Now I've been I've been I've been producing since like 1997.
Yo, that's crazy. You gotta, and I don't. Does the influencer aspect overshadow you as an MC and producer?
Nah, I don't think so. It accentuates it because that's what people know me from. It's not
Okay.
like I started doing skits and then added the music to what I was doing. The content I was making, I was always rapping and producing in it. So people see that all as a one full package.
And I see you doing the reaction videos.
Yeah.
First off, I got to shout out to Pastor Veronica.
Nah, definitely shout out to Pastor Mrs. Veronica.
Yo, I see one where you was on a date with a young lady, and I don't know if that was a skit or not.
Uh-huh.
But in today's society, it was just so relevant. Where old girl pulled out the tripod, had the camera, and just she couldn't believe that you actually wanted to like just talk to her.
Yeah, man. Ain't even have a damn purse. Just pulled out a tripod and the whole DSLR camera.
Is it that bad in the game now?
It could get there, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that that's the majority of women that you'll encounter, but you do have some like that, you know what I mean? That'll go maybe not even that far, but yeah, it happens, man. The dating pool, it's pretty interesting. You have a lot of entitlement out here, and a lot of delusion out here, but I don't get it twisted. Like the majority, I think, let's say about half is actually pretty solid.
Okay, yeah, because I'm out to dating. I'm not 6 foot, and I'm not making 100 bands. So apparently, I couldn't have anybody on the planet at this point. You know, I'm going through your catalog, and bro, you got a lot of music.
Yeah.
Man, and you got some dope ass features. It's rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. I thought
Rest
that
in
was a
peace.
really dope one. What's your favorite feature?
Um, Shoot. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a tough. I don't know. I appreciate all of them for real. It's like I like the Gangsta Boo feature, but I also like the Pat feature. I like the feature I got with Ritz. It's probably between the Gangsta Boo and the Project Pat one for now.
Okay. I'll let I'm giving you a budget. You can have any two people as features. Who you choosing? Dead or alive?
Hey, you giving me a budget and I can have any two people as a feature, dead or alive. Um, uh, shoot. That's a tough one right there. I think I want to do something. I would want to do something with Face, Scarface, and of course everybody want to do something with Jay. I'm trying to think. Like you giving me two people, so I'm trying to think what two people would I put on the dope song.
I'm fucking with the
Uh,
face one though. Like Scarface is.
Scarface definitely, and I'm trying to think of like a singer or somebody that I might want on the song. Like if I got Face, who we got to
Oh,
get on there? I don't know who you think we could sing on that record.
if I'm gonna give face, I'm gonna do Erica Badu.
Ooh, okay,
Just to,
all right.
the whole Texas connection. She got that earthy vibe, and face is gonna come with just everything he got.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, I got a chance to see my man live. That was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, dopest show you been to?
Um, just because of the way that the whole night went and everything, Benny the Butcher, definitely, definitely. I met Benny a couple years ago. Ended up backstage at the show. We was kicking it with everybody. He went out there, murdered it. I was right there on stage with him while he was performing. I actually was just with him last week. Last week he just released his album. So you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a movie whenever I link up with Benny. Shout outs to Butch. But yeah, I think that was my favorite show that I've been to. I also got a chance to see Young Dolph perform one
Oh,
time before he passed away, so I'm happy about that for sure.
yo, that had to be dope. And Benny the Butcher, man, I don't think I've ever heard a whack verse from him.
Yeah,
Like
I
there's
don't think you're
songs I
going
may
to.
not like as much as other songs,
Right.
but he's one of the rare MCs where I just cannot say, okay, he's my favorite MC. I've heard some shit and be like, that's trash.
Yeah.
Not the butchers. The butcher's coming.
Facts.
He might have the best intro. I mean, just the introduction, man. Like I'll be in the car, man. The butcher's coming, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, when did you fall in love with hip hop? What was it? What was it a song? Was it a moment?
Um, I mean, with hip hop specifically, I would say like Busta Rhymes got me started into rapping. I was listening to Busta um in like '97, but I grew up around music, so
Hmm.
I've always been into music. Period. So just like actually falling in love with hip hop, I say it would be around that time where I fell in love with rap, and then I fell in love with hip hop gradually. Um, but it's just I'm an '80s '90s baby, so I would have fell into rap or hip hop regardless because I'm just so into music. I come from a musical family, musical city, you know what I'm saying, musical background altogether. So, um, but yeah, around that time, '97, that's when I started rapping, and I was like, yo, I could really do this, and it was just on and popping from there.
What's been the best thing so far that's happened to you?
Um, Shoot, man, just waking up every day, just being able to be in a position to do something that I love to do, and that has been working. You know what I'm saying? And the impact that it's had on people all over the world, like it's amazing.
What's it like to get 10 million views of something?
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
what's your phone like? How much is your phone going off for that week? Is it bearable? You gotta turn it off.
No, it ain't. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Only a few people really have my numbers anyway. So the numbers ain't just being passed around that all that easily. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. I keep the notifications muted though,
What's your
because that'll
favorite
definitely drain your battery.
your favorite social media platform?
She right now is the one that gave me 10 million to Instagram. You feel me?
Yo, do you get paid off of Instagram?
Yeah. They actually just turned on some of my monetization this morning, and then next week they're going to like turn on the rest of the monetization. So yeah, Instagram you can get paid.
Yo, yeah, I've never been viral before.
Mhm.
When was the first time you went viral?
The first video that I ever did back in 2015, that very first skit, it did I think 300,000 views. This was on Facebook, but it did 300,000 views overnight that night. Yeah.
Nigga. And you just blase about it, like you expected this then, huh?
No, I a year prior to me doing skits and doing content, I was studying social media. I was actually like remaking beats, like popular beats that would be out, but they might not have an instrumental out for it. And I would put them on YouTube. And I was studying, like, utilizing YouTube, monetizing content, social media, all that. So I knew the potential of this stuff. I just had an idea and it worked. And I mean, again, we talking about something that's I've been able to do now for almost 10 years. So that might be why I'm just saying it like it's just blase blah, but yeah, we a
Last time
decade
you
in.
had a real job. I'm sorry, not a real job, but what most people would consider a real job.
Yeah, it's a real job for sure because especially when you're wearing all these hats, it's a lot of research that's involved. You got to keep up with changing algorithms all the time. Um, yeah, it's a lot of work that goes into it. I think a lot of people do see the ease of it, like, this person just this 18-year-old just started making videos of them doing something and it went viral and now they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month or whatever the case may be. And they feel like, yeah, it's easier than a lot of physical work. It's easier than a lot of dangerous jobs that are actually out here. But it's a certain amount of work that goes into it. And just having the understanding of that, the mental capacity to facilitate that takes a lot.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
The worst job I've ever had, I've never thought about that. And I'm actually kind of glad I've never even looked at my jobs like what's the worst that I've ever had.
Really?
The most physically challenging job was I was a warehouse selector for this company that serviced one of our grocery stores, and that was a real physical job. But I was only there for a month, and then I got let go because my numbers wasn't up to par, and that's when I started making skits. So that's really the best job I had because of what it led to.
God, I don't want to get fired, but that's if you got to get fired, that's that's a way to go out. Shit.
Right.
uh, what's the future for influencers? Like, matter of fact, hold on. Do you have a class that you teach? Is there somewhere people can pay you and kind of
I'm
learn what
um
you?
I'm developing that right now, actually. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
developing a course right now.
okay. What do you think the future is?
I mean, right now, the way all this stuff is going on with AI is like I really encourage people to really learn AI. Stop being scared of it. Stop, you know, you see something and it's a deep fake. This is AI generated. The AI is taking over. Like, no, it's a tool that's going to be used and implemented in a lot of stuff, whether you like it or not. It already is, whether you like it or not. How about learning about it, learning what you can utilize it for to aid whatever your brand or your business is?
Okay, so you think in the future Instead of you physically having to do the skit, you can just think it up, type it in, the AI do it for you.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting about that is my personal theory is that no matter how advanced AI gets, there's always going to be some inkling of knowing that you're looking at something that's AI generated, and people are going to value things that are real over things that are AI generated, regardless. They're going to always value the human interaction. You know, maybe if you're like a child or a baby and you can't really tell the difference, but I think the majority of people, the more valuable content is going to be the actual content that people actually made, because AI, it is going to get smarter, but there's just certain lot of nuances I don't think that it's going to be able to touch on just yet, just from my personal opinion.
But I think you touched on the problem too, though, is because those babies, when they growing up seeing AI, they
Mm.
won't have the wherewithal to know the difference because they've only seen one thing.
Well, your baby ain't supposed to be on the internet, no way.
Yeah, okay. Is that even a possibility nowadays with school on the internet, with everything we do in some way, shape, fashion, or form? Hell, you can grocery shop on the internet. You can buy a bride on the internet. Like, I don't know if there's much of anything you can't do with the internet at this point.
Nah, facts, facts.
So, I it scares me for my grandkids sometimes.
Mm. Yeah, not that's a good point though too. It's unavoidable. So again, learn what it is, learn what's going on, learn how you can potentially utilize it to your advantage. This is uncharted territory, so we don't really know the ramifications of everything. I just know I do a lot of history and research, and you know, when the newspaper came out, people had a fear that too many people would be too busy reading newspapers and focusing on these stories in this print. Like that was a real concern. You know what I mean? So I mean, the future is inevitable. Time only moves forward. So you might as well learn how to harness it and figure out what to do with it, what you can.
Yo, I didn't know that shit though. You just taught an old man some shit. I'm gonna have to go back and research that because I had
Yeah,
no
about
clue
about
about that.
I think newspapers came out like what, like 1800s or something like that, like around that time, like prior to the whole invention of print and everything. Like that was a real concern. Like of course people had books and stuff, but now it's like, just imagine the difference between a book and a newspaper, or something that's kind of like how could I put it? I don't know, like that's like going from watching educational programs to watching like stupid videos on the internet. I guess that's the best kind of metaphor that
Yeah,
I could break it down, at least
yeah.
from my understanding. But that was a real concern, and like that actually became the source of information that for the better half of a century.
Yo, can you imagine the first nigga that had a book? Like this is the first motherfucker. Like voila, look what I got.
Hey, look, what was the first history of written communication was over there where we was at. So you might be right. Niggas invented writing. Shit.
Yo, the first nigga doing hieroglyphics. Like
Right.
how you explain it? Look, nigga, you know,
Right.
like man, um, yo, if I'm giving you a time machine, a time capsule.
Mhm.
Give me three of your skits that you want people to see in the future that you think would be the best introduction to Lucas.
Shoot, you definitely go with the Busta Rhymes one. Um, one of the evolution of hip hop videos. I got a bunch of them. Pick one of those. And I really like the skits where I be doing the rappers that do the big words all the time. That's one of my favorites and one of the funniest. But I also want them to watch my music videos. And if it's in the future, I'm gonna have some movies out by then too that they can watch as well. So I know you said three things. I had to put two other things in there as well.
Okay, so when we getting the Crank Lucas movie?
That's coming soon. I'm really trying to focus on developing that this year. I started doing some writing on some stuff last year, But it's also been kind of transitional because I just moved to Georgia about 2 years ago.
Hmm.
So just kind of learning the lay of the land and everything, and making some other moves happen. Movies take time. Movies take time. So I actually got a couple situations of some movies, not my own movies, but I'm
Okay.
in them, and it's taking time for them to get done. But you're gonna be seeing me on some stuff soon. I am in two movies right now on Amazon Prime. One is called Affliction, Love Collision, and the other one is called Bundles.
Okay. All right, that's dope. Yo, since you in Georgia now, can we see a Crank Suede the Remix God collaboration?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna do something with Suede. I want to do something with I Marquise. Um, I'm down to work with whoever. And I'm about to be working on something with Ace Vane soon too. So
Yo, that nigga. You and him probably, as far as content for me, up there, cause that nigga is hilarious. Oh my god,
nah, facts. He
that,
he's
that
sick with it.
nigga. I'll be at work about to get fired, bro. So, who's your favorite influencers? Okay, I know Ace Vane got to be one.
Yeah, Ace Vane. Shoot, I got a whole. I'm gonna just say the whole LA. It's a whole list of people in LA: Big Ja, Ken Edwin, Miss Sade, J. Ali, Minx, Craig Smith, Daphne. Whole bunch of people in LA. Of course, out here you got my man Fenarios, comedian Lonnie. My man Lou Young, definitely. B. Lynn.
That nigga's everywhere.
Yeah, man, it's so many to name. Like, we just one big ass community of people, man.
Where the
Shout out to my
award
man
show?
Retro Spectro, and his brother Zaid. That's my guy right there. Yeah,
Is there an award show for influencers?
yeah. There's a couple things that they do. There's like one real big one. I think that takes place, but there's still like black internet, white internet. You know what I'm saying? So like the white influences is like living lavish because that's where most of the views is going. And
Because
then
they
us black
steal our shit
creators has
and
still
do the
got like a
same
little
shit.
pocket compared to what's out here. Yeah.
I mean, and I don't want to, but it is Black History. But they be stealing shit, man. I gotta say,
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt. Facts.
you know, and at some point, like I'm not. At some point, somebody needs to sue.
Yeah. Gotta have your paperwork and everything proper in order to be able to pull that off. But I agree.
Okay, so can you copyright a skit?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a creative work.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a creative work.
Same process with copyrighting a script as it is for a song.
Yeah. I don't know the copyright. The copyright is the like actual physical product.
Oh,
So
okay.
once that piece of work is done. But yeah, you can copyright digital work. So
Yeah. So if you're out there and you want to be an influencer, please get your shit copywritten. Cause somebody out there will see your shit at 2 views, laugh their ass off, and steal your shit and get 100,000.
mhm.
I'm gonna let you go. I know we ain't got but a couple more minutes. Any advice for the youngsters out there?
For the youngsters out there, man, look, you know what I'm saying? Life is a cycle. Generational patterns is a cycle, and everything that has happened before is going to happen again. We're in a certain age and a certain time. Just learn your history, do your research, just learn what happened before you and what came before you. You have a better appreciation of the future.
That's dope, man. I truly appreciate your time and your wisdom, bro. Dope
Yes, sir.
conversation. And I'm absolutely certain there's nothing I can do for you. But however, on the off chance that it is, let me know and I got you.
My man.
No doubt, man. Thanks a lot, bro.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yo, that was pretty dope. And I got Nick Lavelle coming on at 7 o'clock. Yo, fire singer, fire businessman, just a dope ass person. So I can't wait for that. And yesterday we had two really dope conversations. One with student minister Troy Muhammad. That's my guy. If you know me, you know that's my guy. And Jay Levon or Jay McEwen, really dope conversation. So go back and check that out on YouTube. I can't remember what episode. I want to say 240 and 241. Anyway, this is Jobs. You have tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. Only had my guy for pause for 30 minutes. That just didn't sound right. It didn't sit well with my spirit. But it's a dope conversation nonetheless. Shout out to Tina, Chef Tina Payne. Shout out to you. We definitely. You know what? I was talking to somebody the other day about coming on and cooking during the show. Might have to get you to come on and do that too, Chef. I'm gonna see how that works out, and see if we can get that duplicated because I think it's a really great idea, and I think that person is gonna be phenomenal, and I think that you would too. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all in an hour and a half, and you can go on YouTube right now and hit the link for Nick Lavelle, and it'll notify you if you have not subscribed to the Intellectually Petty Radio YouTube channel, please do so. Like, share, comment, the whole nine. I'm out. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you in a